When he came to, Zenobia was standing over him. "Why didn't you take me to the base to be interrogated?" she demanded. "Do you know what's left of people they interrogate? This is some trick, isn't it? To make me fall for you again. Well, I won't. Oh, go on then. Scurry back to your ravens. I can't stop you." But strangely, she didn't. As Renato set off to find the Farfarer, she followed him, keeping just out of sight of the ravens.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Stories Path of Destinies. That was a little backtrack there, but serves as a good review. When last we left off, we had chosen Zenobia over our rabbit friend Lupino. We did not want to take her to the interrogators. We felt bad, and we know that they sort of leave nothing left of the person that they take the information from. And we have some feelings left for Zenobia, so we didn't want to...
Hoped his hook didn't break.
We don't want to hurt her any more than we have to. So we chose to sort of just interrogate her ourselves. I want to kill this guy before. Yeah, I want to kill the Warlock before he starts to really do a ton of AoE damage to us. Nice. Okay. Last episode, we did get a new magic ability for our sword. It absorbs health when we use it.
It wasn't his fault. They looked so breakable.
Exactly, and if it's meant to be broken, we should break it. I definitely feel like I'm getting the hang of the combat. Okay, well, I say that and then immediately get raffle pwned. But next time...
Stay away from the other guy's sword, you know?
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Narrator. But yeah, next time we have the chance to get a new skill point, I'm gonna take the countering does damage. I think that would be really useful. Let's see if we can kind of goad the Warlock into hitting us with some fire. No. Or we killed him, but not on purpose. Okay.
As Renato stopped to sniff the wind, Zenobia came up, still mad. "Did you really think you'd just talk me into betraying my father?" "Oh yeah, sure, that was exactly my plan." "Then why aren't you even talking to me?" "Because I've never talked you into anything in my life. They're gonna court-martial you for letting me go." He caught a whiff of the Farfarer. Wet rope, tar, and a cask of Scobel ale he'd spilt last year. It was that way.
Okay, so we're taking a lot of risks in not interrogating her, but maybe it'll be worth it. I really hope that by sort of choosing the Zenobia path, that not interrogating her, that we don't lose Lupino as an ally, because he's kind of cool.
Definitely better than pulling yourself up in a bucket.
Okay. Very long elevator ride we got here. And I want to get some new swords.
He should have taken Zenobia to the rebel base for real. Maybe she wasn't playing him after all. After the bleak talk about the Emperor's dark secrets, he was regretting his suspicions.
Yeah, and this Emperor guy, we've heard a lot about him. He started attacking the villages to find these books. but we don't know anything about the books, and we don't know anything about why he turned evil.
Sure enough, the Farfarer had crashed in some rocks. There was no sign of Lupino. Zenobia caught up. All that kid stuff in Swordfu School. Look, that's the past. We're adults now. We have duties to other people. We have destinies. What are you talking about? And you are the most arrogant, slow-witted, light-fingered, mercenary, immoral, reckless. Run away with me, said Renato, and he realized he meant it.
Ooh.
Just like that, she demanded. I will, if you will. So she kissed him. And it was the best kiss he'd ever had. They held hands as they boarded the Farfarer. Renato felt light-hearted, like the winds that were playing the rigging like a balalaika. But Lupino, I need to get back to Lupino, he said, suddenly realizing he could have been captured. A prisoner. He's not. How'd you know? He saw something in her eyes he didn't understand. He fell, didn't he? Into the abyss. She looked away, wouldn't answer. But then a bolt smashed through the Farfarer's keel. The broken ship plummeted out of the clouds.
Well, we have to go save him if he fell into the abyss. I mean, we're not just going to abandon Lupino. But it's definitely interesting. I was right when I had said that there was certainly some feelings there between the two of them. And now it looks like we have another ally who should serve to be advantageous. She is the adopted daughter of the Emperor and the General of the Armies. So hopefully by having her as an ally, she'll just tell us what she knows and we won't have to interrogate her at all.
Renato picked himself off the deck. They were alive.
Oh, there goes our ship again.
We have to get to my private ship, she said. Do you trust me? I guess I must, he said. You go on ahead. Clear the path, she said. I can't kill my own soldiers.
What a convenient
He
excuse.
wanted to say that he didn't trust her, that he had no idea what he was getting into. But he had no choice, did he? He was following his heart. That's what it means to be a hero. You had to follow your heart.
Okay, so we can't craft any more swords yet, and I don't think we've picked up any of these gems. Yeah, I haven't picked up any of these. Oops. Uh-oh, I hope I'm not stuck back here now. Okay, that was weird. But let's continue. Here's another one of these teleport panels. Let's see where it takes us. Okay, that was weird. So we can teleport, or we could open this door, but we don't have the proper sword. I think we need the Void Sword for that. So we haven't had the option to come back to some of these places, so maybe if we don't have the right sword, we can just never open that door.
Renato felt like he was ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that.
And like I had said before, we are going to take this as our next skill, so countering does a little bit more damage, or some damage at all. Ooh, it looks like it does a fair chunk of damage.
Where did that go to?
Let's not get into that right now. Oops. You can't counter more than one. I had likened this game to the Arkham series, where you can counter two people at once. Or at least counter and then counter again. But with this, if you counter one person, you're stuck in the counter animation, so you can't counter a second person. And I did get a second skill point, so let's go back in here and see what else we have. I can get another point in aggressive defense and do more damage when I counter. I can get more health to unlock the next skill here, which it looks like everything here is just sort of for stats. And then I can go faster, but I haven't really wanted to have to go faster. Yeah. And then I have dash. Target an enemy with dash to move through him and cause damage. Does not work on shield wielding enemies. So why can't I have dash. So why can't I get this one? Maybe this perfect strike would be useful. Attack immediately when previous attack hits to land a perfect strike. Bonus damage and double combo points. Or I could slow down time. I think I will just get this.
Every day he was getting better.
I'll just do more damage when I counter. I think that would be the most useful thing. Now we have this... Oh, here we go. We have this hook shot over here that I saw. I was curious of where it would lead to. A chest. Maybe we can finally get enough ore to get a new sword. Okay, but we have this big glowing pillow over here. Let's see where that takes us. Hopefully not to our doom. Do you think my hook shot can grab that stuff? No, it can't.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Okay, so it looks like there's just a bunch of crates on this airship, and then we can teleport again. So let's do that. Oh, no, it's not a teleporter. It's an elevator or a transporter panel. I have a feeling that maybe this is going to turn into some complicated puzzle, and I am going to embarrass myself by taking 10 hours to figure it out. Let's gain some health here real quick. That Warlock does a ton of damage when he does manage to hit us. We haven't seen a whole lot of enemy types. We've seen the Warlock, which are the guys that are on fire, the standard Raven enemies, and then some floating eyeballs that take out like a quarter of our health if they see us.
Up in one of these things, he would be cursing a blue streak.
Yeah, let's try to take out the Warlock as quickly as we can. I really would rather not have him hit us a bunch. Come on, guys, attack me. I just upgraded my counter and now nobody wants to hit me anymore. Yeah, see, now that we've upgraded the counter to do damage, it takes out close to a half of their health when we hit them. So it's just less times we have to fight them, or less time we spend fighting enemies. He's gonna not let those hit us.
They paused to catch their breath.
Oh, I can't even open the chest.
Strange to be so close to her. What are you thinking? He asked. I'm trying very hard not to think. Me too, he said. Up ahead, he could see the thin silver of Zenobia's personal ship. It looked fast. They would leave all this behind.
Okay, perfect. I thought it was ending the chapter before I had a chance to open the chest. Okay. What does it want from us here? Oh, we're gonna have to... Okay, I see. Alright, wait for it, and... No! Here we go.
What were these poles exactly? Parking meters from the time of the lost gods?
I wonder if we upgrade the counter all the way, if we could just insta-gib them when we counter them. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh.
What does the fox say? Asked one raven. Another one called back, "Don't come dying!"
Now they're mocking us. Awesome.
Hysterically.
Come on, attack me, bro. Yes, what does the fox say? Come at me, bro. Did that explode? What was that? Okay. Let's get out of here before those obliterate us. I have to mention that while very fun and interesting, the game isn't very hard. There is no difficulty setting, it is what it is, but things are really easy. I mean, enemies don't come at you all at once, they sort of just kind of line up to be killed, which does sort of detract from how fun the game is because there's really no challenge. But overall, the story is still really interesting. Ooh, this is a new enemy. Maybe it is about to get really hard. Maybe I shouldn't have opened my mouth. Shield grunts will block your attacks. Grab and throw another grunt into him and his shield will be knocked away. Okay, I don't remember how to grab them, so this could be interesting. Okay, that's how. I just hold the attack button. Okay. Oops, ow, that's kind of hurt. Let's get some health back here real quick. Nice.
As they reached her ship, Renato suddenly felt a sharp pain in his stomach. He was surprised to see a crossbow bolt sticking out of it. "I was going to lead the Empire to a secret base," said Lapino.
No!
"But no, you had to screw up my plan because you still got a thing for her." Renato stared at Zenobia. The kiss, was it real? She said, with a look of indescribable sorrow. She gestured and said an arcane word, and Lapino went flying into the abyss, screaming, "I'm telling your father!" Then she knelt down to cradle his head, and her paws felt very soft and warm. Okay, that was weird. He could have sworn he'd just died. Instead, he was on the Farfarer, sailing away from Ubar. And it was still burning. He'd fled burning Ubar years ago, hadn't he? And now he was back there. Had all those years fighting the Empire been nothing but a vision into the future? A useful vision if it was true. He'd learned something. Lapino was a traitor. Renato had suspected there was something wrong with the Mad Rabbit. But now he knew there was malice behind his goofiness.
Interesting. Oh. Okay, so that was kind of like chapters. Are all of these gonna be stories? If so, this game is way longer than I thought it was. But yeah, Lapino is a traitor, which kind of sucks. I thought he was going to be kind of our goofy sidekick character. I was sort of growing attached to him. But if he's a traitor, then down with the traitors, you know? We have to support the rebel cause. We have to unite with those of us that still have strength and whatnot. Or other inspiring words. But let's continue and see what's next now that Zenobia is by our side and Lapino is gone for now.
He'd made bad choices. But now, when the real battle came, he wouldn't make those choices. He wouldn't make the same mistake twice. The book's pages began to flip backwards, towards the beginning. And he realized that his adventure was just beginning. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Renato. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Okay, so that's interesting. The first time we played through this, we could get the piece to the Sky Ripper or save Lapino. But now that we have sort of played through the future and gone back to the past, we have this third option, and it tells us that Lapino is the traitor. So really the choice is now, do we want to go for the Sky Ripper, or do we want to go get this Iblis stone here in this temple? I think we'll decide next time, guys. We're going to call it an episode. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you really liked the video and you want to see more like it, go ahead and subscribe. As always, if you have any ideas for games you'd like to see played, go ahead and leave a comment below, and we can grow the channel together. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.